Hello, everyone, and thanks for joining us for CTN coverage of the 2005 4th of July Parade here on Northdale Boulevard. We've got a beautiful night for a parade, and we have a lot of excitement coming up here probably in the next hour. Welcome once again to our program. I'm Steve Erickson along with Karen Savanich, and Karen, turned out to be a pretty nice night for this parade.
It did. I saw on the bank clock 85 degrees at 6 o'clock, so we're not complaining. It's a little sunny, but we'll take it.
Yeah, that sun is directly there. I'm like, I got to wear these glasses or I'm not going to be able to see. So.
But all in all, I'd say it's pretty much a 10 on the parade weather scale.
Yeah, you know, we haven't had one where we've actually been rained out in recent years.
Not for many years, yeah.
So
that's
time. Pretty good, and we have people, of course, lined up here getting the best seat possible before the parade. I know some get here even hours before the parade, and actually we're going to head down right now to Langdon Perry, who's in pitch hitting for Stephanie Ring, who's still on maternity leave. Welcome, Langdon, to our parade.
Oh, thank you. It's nice to be here. Like you said, an absolute 10 on the parade scale weather-wise. The sun's shining. It's beautiful. I'm looking right into it right now, so I know it's bright. And yeah, like you said, a lot of these people have been here since 3, 4 o'clock this afternoon. They line up. They get their folding chairs out. They get towels, food, beverages, and they're ready to go, make a whole night of it. Should be a really good time. And my job tonight will just be to help you guys bring the parade a little closer to the viewers at home.
All right, that sounds good. You'll be talking to some people along the way here and interviewing some of the people on the floats, so we look forward to that.
Looking forward to that, yeah. All in all, we're expecting about 80 floats tonight, so that's going to be a good turnout for the parade.
Of course, this is all part of the annual 4th of July celebration here at Sand Creek Park, which goes on now, which is Friday night through Monday, the 4th of July. Lots of stuff going on over at Sand Creek Park. Let's take a look right now at some of the events going on this weekend. On Saturday, July 2nd, Youth First is sponsoring a skate jam at 11 a.m. At 1 p.m., the Midway opens, and at 7 p.m., there's a free outdoor concert featuring the Kurt Jorgensen Band. On Sunday, the Midway opens at 1. Also at 1, there's a free kids concert featuring the Sticks and Tones Band. 3 teen bands will perform later in the afternoon, and at 7 p.m., the Banjo Bandits put on a free concert. And on the final day of the celebration, Monday, July 4th, the Midway opens at noon. The Killer Hayseeds perform at 6 p.m. And, of course, the huge fireworks display blasts off at 10 p.m. So, of course, this place will be packed come the 4th of July. I think got a little pre-fireworks
going
on here at the parade tonight. But, of course, everyone turns out for the parade at 10 o'clock, or for the fireworks, rather, at 10 o'clock. So if you're going to come down here, make sure you arrive early to get a good seat.
Definitely get here early for that. Well, it's definitely a full weekend down at the park, but here tonight at the parade, like I said, we're expecting 80 floats. We're going to have visitors from the Aquatennial. We're going to have St. Paul Winter Carnival. We're going to have royalty a little bit closer to home. And, of course, all the local communities are sending their floats over tonight as well, so it's going to be a great time. The parade route, we should mention that. They're lining up right now down at Sand Creek Park. They're going to head up 113th to Kumquat, come up here to Northdale, and go west back down to the park. So it's going to be a full night for those people in the floats too. It's pretty warm, and if they're walking and hopefully handing out candy, they're going to get pretty warm too.
I'm sure there's plenty of water along the parade route.
Get back to the park where all the treats and snow cones and mini donuts are.
Definitely. All right, well, we're going to have the action when we come right back here on CTN. Stay with us. You're watching coverage of the 2005 4th of July parade here on Northdale Boulevard. Stay with us.
Things can get pretty ugly when you're bored. In an after-school program, you can find something way better to do.
I'm looking for a wallet.
Celebrating high school graduation.
No, I dropped out.
星啊，呢個友仔要買荷包啊。
係佢樣，眼碌碌好似馬騮星咁。
係啊，真係可惜啊，中學都畢唔到業。
我翻嚟啦。係。
Isn't it a little small?
Go to OperationGraduation.com.
Welcome back to continuing coverage of the 4th of July parade here in Coon Rapids. As you can see, some balloons there. Of course, people selling stuff along the parade route. Always a favorite of the crowd, too.
And people are buying.
Yeah,
definitely.
Certainly.
Spending some money.
They need to sell some water. I'm sure they're doing that.
Up here.
Stuff. Yeah, the sun is just bright. But We
It
can't
is dry.
complain. It's nice because we complain when it's cold.
We're not complaining.
We're not complaining.
We're not
It's
complaining.
nice and warm. We got a perfect night for this parade here, and have hundreds of people lined up, if not thousands probably, along this parade route, which stretches probably, I want to say, within 2 miles, mile and a half
Yeah,
or
I'd
so.
say 2 miles.
So quite a few people packed in here to hopefully witness a nice parade.
Absolutely. We're looking forward to it. Of course, we're going to start with the traditional police and fire escort.
It's the Coon Rapids Police Department. Inside we have Deputy Police Chief Tim Snell, who was recently appointed to that position. Got the loud sirens. I imagine maybe his family inside. I don't think that's a real criminal in the back. Like, kids, you're in the back. Up next, we have the American Legion Color Guard. Post 334.
Carrying the United States flag, the Minnesota flag, and the POWMIA flag. The Legion's located over on Crooked Lake Boulevard and Northdale Boulevard.
Of course, this is what this weekend is all about. Independence. It's a flag.
And right behind the gentleman is the Ladies Auxiliary. And they're still marching, Steve.
Yeah. And we're towards the tail end of this parade route, so.
Proud veterans.
We asked about that water. There you go. Some free water, it looks like. Courtesy of the Coon Rapids Fire Department.
There you go. That must be a new truck.
I think it is, but unfortunately I don't have any information on it, so can't tell you much about it, but it looks like it's pulling the rescue boat there.
Oh, the crowd's liking that.
Gotta feel good.
Uh-oh.
Oh, yeah, you better be careful.
They're aiming at us. What's this, Steve?
The bread truck.
That belongs to the
Always
fire
called
and
that.
rescue.
Yes, it's a support vehicle that they take out on scenes if they're going to be out there for quite some time.
And our fire trucks are all yellow, not
Yes,
red.
yes.
Why is that?
I don't know.
I'll tell you
Because
why.
yellow works. Oh, you got the answer. All right.
Because neighboring cities have different colored trucks, so they can tell who's who when they're responding to a fire.
Wow. You watch a lot of Jeopardy?
No, but that was a factoid several years ago.
Cool. We have the Coon Rapids Junior Royalty up next here. Coon Rapids Junior Royalty Float is sponsored by the Junior Royalty Committee and the City of Coon Rapids. The colors of red and white symbolize the community spirit of Coon Rapids in conjunction with Snowflake Days, of course, held each year in February. The Snowflake Day celebration is held to promote through different events and activities, showing our community spirit by involving citizens of all ages. And there are a lot of different members on that float, which I can't read them all right now, but lots of folks there. And the float actually is new. 50 feet, and I know they just redid that, the winter theme of their float.
And next, it's Miss Coon Rapids, Jennifer Hildy. She's a graduate of Northwestern University. She's currently working as a creative memories consultant. And throughout her year as Miss Coon Rapids, she'll be working on her platform entitled Character Committee. Jennifer encourages all families and students to commit to inner character qualities of respect, responsibility, trustworthiness, caring, fairness, and citizenship.
And we should mention that Jennifer Hildy did place as 4th runner-up at the Miss Minnesota pageant, so we're pretty pleased with that. And Miss Anoka County Laura Beth Ryer was 3rd runner-up. We're going to send it down to Langdon now, who's standing by with someone.
Yeah, guys, I'm talking to Laura Beth Ryer, Miss Anoka County. What's it like being Miss Anoka County, and what does it mean to be Miss Anoka County?
It's been an honor. It's been a great opportunity to travel across not only just Anoka County, but the state of Minnesota and promoting platforms such as organ donation and literacy and volunteer service. It's been an honor.
And you're just recently back, right, from Miss Minnesota. How'd that go?
It was awesome. It was my first time at Miss Minnesota, and I placed as 3rd runner-up. So I had a great time, met lots of friends, and I'm very proud of my accomplishment there.
How do you place that high? What do they look at, and what kind of things? What's the secret to success there?
I just go and I'm myself, and I love entertaining people, and I'm a singer, and it was just fun. We had talent competition, interview, swimsuit, evening gown, and personality, and I just went and was myself and had a great time. So
Terrific. Laura, thank you, and congratulations.
thanks so much. Have a good night.
All right, thank you, Langdon. Up next here,
It's the Cub Scouts.
carrying a large U.S. flag. This is Pack 514.
There's a little guy showing how patriotic he is. When you join Cub Scouts, you can expect to have an exciting time, meet new friends, make projects, and have a lot of fun, Steve.
Sounds good.
And they've got the parental support there tonight. That's good, keeping them hydrated.
Certainly, they do need parent support throughout their years there. Up next, we have the VFW Auxiliary. Post 8625, I believe.
9625.
9625, thank you. Veterans of foreign wars, they serve Coon Rapids and surrounding communities. Commander is Kyle Morton, and the president is Mary Hawkins.
It's nice. The VFW also has a float behind them. That must be Kyle and Mary there, huh?
I imagine so. Of course, the VFW doing a lot for the veterans in our community.
It's also a gathering place for a lot of other community events. The Amy's Cardinals Nest
Yes.
meets there.
It's over. Oh, that's actually the American Legion, but certainly both of
Oh,
those
that's right.
organizations
That's right.
have a lot
That's
of
right.
community groups that meet at their locations. Up next, we have the Coon Rapids Youth First Group. The Youth First organization is a joint venture between the City of Coon Rapids, Anoka County, and School District 11. Youth First members meet monthly during the school year. The Youth First Advisory Council is a group of middle and high school students who are very active in planning events and activities for the community.
They're throwing candy at us, Steve. That was the first group
That's a good
to
thing.
throw. And the Lionesses are coming up next. They're definitely part of the world's largest service organization, serving the community and, of course, those less fortunate. They enjoy sharing their time, talent, resources, energy, and their concern with others to make the community a better place. They meet every second and fourth Tuesday at 7 p.m. at the Coon Rapids VFW, so come on, join in for a fun time. They look like they're having a good time.
Yeah, it's like watching the kids rush for the candy. Doesn't matter what they throw out, they're just on it, you know? There's a sucker here over the truck that nobody's found yet.
And there's a couple Starbursts that made it up here.
Wow. We could have a collection by the end of the parade.
There's some happy people.
Not sure what this group is. Can't tell, but this is the King of Glory Lutheran Church with a float here and quite a few folks on it, and a palm tree.
Little tropical theme, that's nice. For 85-degree weather, that's
Feeling
suitable.
a little tropical with that humidity.
King of Glory has been in Blaine for the last 4 years, and this is their third year in the Coon Rapids Parade, so we're certainly glad that they're here. And their float today is depicting a preschool classroom setting. Neat. Neat way to learn.
There's an interesting way to hand out candy. Ride on someone's back and dump it off.
Look at all those people, Steve.
I know, they're just packed in
Hundreds.
here along Northdale Boulevard for the 2005 Coon Rapids 4th of July Parade. We're glad you could join us in case you couldn't make it to the parade or if you're watching it for a second time here on CTN.
Do you suppose they're here for the candy or for CTN or what?
A little of both.
They're for you.
They were looking for you. I know. There was long lines.
Yep. I was waving in my car when I drove up, but
Yeah.
they weren't waving back.
No,
I guess
that's
it was.
bad sign. There's that bright sunshine we
They
were
knew I
talking
wasn't
about.
official. Oh, there's the
Yeah.
Girl Scouts coming. You know, folks at home, we have to let you in on a little secret. Steve and I have a list of everyone that's in the parade today. And would you know it? They're
It's
not following the
necessarily
list.
in order.
That's okay. We're going to make it work.
We just fly with it here. So we got the Girl Scouts up here representing Hoover, Mississippi, Morris By, Elo Jacob, and Coon Rapids Middle and High Schools.
If you're not currently involved in Girl Scouts, you can look for information this fall when your kids go back to school and sign them up.
A lot of kids in the community involved in both the Girl and Boy Scouts.
And if you become part of the troop, just think you can be at next year's parade.
There you go.
And
There's
bring
some
your mom.
incentive.
There you go. Oh, look at the lady with the flags on her ears. That's cute. That's cute. That's the way to do it.
In a wagon. You pull it along the parade route.
Chauffeur driven. Oh, she didn't like the camera. She said, "You don't have no candy. You can't talk to me."
The only problem about being in the parade is you can't get the candy.
That's right. And you got to walk for 2 miles.
Right. You don't get to sit along the sidelines here and watch.
Hi. That's great. They're friendly and outgoing. They're having a good time.
Wow, check out this shopping cart.
Oh my gosh, Steve.
Can you only imagine if you filled that thing what it might cost you at the store?
Yes, I can.
You know, when you spend $100 to get 2 little bags, you know?
There's actually 2 Cub food stores serving our Coon Rapids residents.
Right, what would we do without our friends at Cub, though?
The Riverdale location and the newly opened Cub Food South on Hanson Boulevard. That is a jumbo cart, Steve. I thought last year's was big, but this is definitely 4 or 5 times the size, I bet. Oh, and they came prepared. Look at all the candy.
Wow, look at those big pop cases underneath.
Oh, my word.
Some giant cans of pop. And some toilet tissue. Wow. We won't talk about that. We'll just move on to the next float now.
Next is Mary T.
Mary T. Incorporated was founded in 1976 by Mary and Margaret Chesvold. Mary T.'s grandmother, Rose Camille Williams, provides the inspiration and the name for Camellia Rose, Convalescent Center and Camellia Rose Group Home. Rosa's philosophy was to serve others and to bring comfort into their lives. Their vision continues today as they provide customized services and living options to seniors and people with disabilities. There you go, Karen.
Got me.
We got you some gum.
Some bubble gum. You have to warn me, Steve, when they're going to throw them at me.
I did it on purpose.
I was so busy watching this next float.
Right, tell us what it is.
Well, we've got some Cub Scouts here, and we've also got the Moms Club South. They are located in Coon Rapids. They're a support group for stay-at-home moms. They've got 26 adult members and 53 children, so your kids are going to have a lot of fun if you join the group.
Quite a few. Right behind that, we have Pediatrics Plus. Which has been promoting health, healing, and wholeness for families since 1990. Their motto is children and their families are treated special, so why just make an appointment when you can build a relationship? They're located in Blaine.
All right, Steve, we've been waiting for this one. It's
One of the
Coon
crowd
Rapids
favorites.
Marching Cardinals. They hope that we are going to enjoy their performance today, so I think we better sit back and listen. They're going to play just for us.
All right.
Cardinal Rouser.
There you go, the Coon Rapids Marching Cardinals. And this is pretty cool. The marching band has been invited to march in the National Memorial Day Parade in 2006, and they're excited to represent Minnesota in Washington, D.C. in May of next year. So that's a pretty cool deal for them.
Good for them, and I bet we'll see some fundraising efforts coming around, so we have to be sure to support them.
Yes, they were knocking at my door one day raising money for uniforms, so got to do a lot of that fundraising these days. Up next, we have some mounted patrols, it looks like. This is the Anoka County Parks Mounted Patrol serving Anoka County for the past 20 years. They say come visit the Mounted Patrol at the parks this summer.
It is kind of neat to be down at the dam and enjoying a concert and see them patrolling around. That's neat.
Yep. Of course, most Thursdays during the summer here, there are concerts in the park at the Coon Rapids Dam. I know those are very popular, so if you haven't checked one out before, head down there. They got that whole new performance pavilion, which has been open, what? This is the second year, I think.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So, time goes pretty quick.
And we're glad our parks aren't shut down.
I was going to just thinking that about the parks.
Oh, here comes my car.
There you go. Someone stole it.
It's a Cadillac golf cart.
And it looks like Keith Howard on the back there, part of the Coon Rapids Cardinal Lions group. This is a new group that formed within the past year or two. Like I said, time flies, hard to remember. But I know the group's broken two, and we now have two groups, the Coon Rapids Cardinal Lions and the Coon Rapids Lions Club. Both certainly helping out different groups in the community through donations.
A three-seater. That's neat. Well, undeniably, they do some terrific work for the community, so that's great they came out tonight.
They certainly do. Up next, we have Blaine's Blazin' 4th Ambassadors on a float here. Their festival is held the weekend just prior to the 4th of July. Includes a parade, a carnival, and street dances on the 4th of July. Blaine offers one of the best fireworks displays in the state of Minnesota. I think Coon Rapids might put a little competition on that one. Huh? One of the best. As you can see, their float is decorated in bright red, white, and blue with silver trim and boasts a patriotic theme. There are two three-dimensional revolving units at the front of the float, one a brightly decorated star and the other honoring the city of Blaine. The rear of the float is a giant silhouette depicting the flag rising by a group of U.S. Marines at Iwo Jima, capturing during World War II. The float is fully illuminated and plays continuous music, as you can hear there.
And I'm sure we'll see this float at many more parades this summer.
Certainly will. We're going to head down Langdon now on the street with some more folks. Langdon?
Well, you guys, I got Cub Scout Pack 406 here from Morris By Elementary School. And what's your name?
Isaac.
Isaac, what's your favorite thing about Cub Scouts?
Camping.
Where do you go camping?
Stearns.
Stearns?
Rose Camp.
And how was that? What'd you do there?
We did arrow shooting and we went canoeing and stuff.
How'd you do on arrow shooting? Get a bunch of bullseyes?
Yeah.
Yeah? Is that your favorite thing there?
Yeah.
You ever get a chance to do that at home except when you're at camp?
No.
Mom and Dad don't let you have a bow and arrow at home?
No.
No? Okay. Hey guys, what's your favorite thing about Cub Scouts?
We get to have fun all the time. We get a whole camping.
hold stuff?
No, we get to hold activities like fundraisers. We sell Christmas trees, popcorn. We get to go camping a lot. I know some.
There you go, guys. Camping seems to be the dominant theme here for Cub Scouts Pack 406. Back to you guys.
All right, thanks, Langdon. I'm thinking the bow and arrow thing at home is probably not a good idea.
Oh,
so good thing they don't have that.
Let's see, I got Skittles, and I got some Starburst. Yum. Where'd my bubble gum go, Steve? Oh, there
right
it is.
here. Sorry, it's ABC.
No.
Karen, talk to the fine people at home.
What?
Show them what you got.
I do.
Oh, bubble gum
Where?
right here.
Oh,
look at that.
I tell you, they were whipping it at me.
I didn't even stick it there. It's not
We didn't
me.
plan that, really.
No.
We didn't.
He threw like
Okay.
about 3 pieces. So
I know.
I
They
think
all
you got
ended in
them
my
all.
hair.
Well, the one lady had the flags. You got bubble gum.
I'm as bad as the kids. I want to go grab that other piece on the roof here.
A kid at heart.
Oh, they're celebrating 75 years. That's wonderful.
1930. Do you remember 1930?
Like it was yesterday. Hi there.
All right, looks like we got some more royalty up next.
I'm going to say that's Fridley 49er days.
That was going to be my guess, too.
Okay. Now, the reason they chose the 49er themes, Steve,
Yes, educate me.
Commemorates that Fridley became a city in 1949. So there we have 49er days.
That makes sense.
Now, they celebrated in June their 56th anniversary. And they have a stagecoach themed float, and it was completely rebuilt by volunteers, which of course most floats are built by volunteers. And they are so excited to be here, and they invite everybody to Fridley 49er Days next year.
I was going to say, they must have recently redone this, because I don't think this is a float they've had before, so pretty neat. The Northern Lights Greyhound Adoption Group is up next. They're an all-volunteer group dedicated to finding homes for retired racing greyhounds. Greyhounds are gentle, loving, and wonderful pets. They are often referred as the 48-mile-per-hour couch potato, or like Lay's potato chips. You can't just have one. We're missing our dog expert tonight.
Yeah.
Stephanie Ring,
She'll be back soon, though.
who loves dogs. Can't do any doggy jokes tonight.
We all love dogs. And cats.
Yeah, don't. We don't want emails. All right.
Coming up next, Steve, World Taekwondo Academy. They were established in 1969. They train more state, national, and international champions than any other school in Minnesota. They can teach you discipline, self-defense, and self-esteem.
Wow, I wouldn't want to come face-to-face with them on Northdale Boulevard.
They got sticks.
Yeah. Lots of different colored belts there. It looks like green, orange, blue. Obviously representing where they're at.
World Taekwondo, that's right.
What is this thing?
They're located in the Family Center Mall. If you have any questions, you can stop by. They got after-school programs. They provide transportation for the kids.
Is that the mascot?
It looks like it.
It's pretty scary.
Well, if you had to stand that way for 2 miles, yeah.
That would happen to your face, too. Oh, man.
Next, it's Albertville.
The Albertville Friendly City Days royalty. Lots of princesses riding aboard that float.
And you know, they have something trailing behind them, and that is a boat, which they are going to be raffling off to raise funds so they can continue to do their local service projects. Oh,
Yes, this is
my
the
mistake.
Coon Rapids
Coon
royalty.
Rapids Royalty is auctioning off the boat.
This is the flying penguin race, which they used to do.
Now, yes, the raffle is August 8th of 2005. The tickets are $5. The boat will be on display this weekend at Sand Creek Park during the carnival. So stop down, take a look at it, buy a ticket for $5, help them to fund those local service projects, and hey, maybe you can win a boat.
Pretty cool deal. Put it in the water this
And it's
summer.
a Lund with an 85-horse Yamaha.
Pretty cool. We got the Peace Lutheran Church and preschool up next here, blowing a few bubbles off their float. This is their 45th anniversary. They're located on the corner of Northdale Boulevard and University Avenue.
And they've had a preschool going for over 35 years.
Look at that tractor. The Model A John Deere.
No, it says it's a 1952B.
Ah.
There we go.
Our experts in the truck are not correct.
Is this Flames and Chrome again? He was in last year. I remember that. That was his first year.
That'd be my guess.
Yes. Oops. Would you believe this is actually a Chevy Spectrum vehicle?
Now you'd like that to be your car.
It was. It's been modified slightly.
Now trust me, if you drove this around town, you'd probably attract a little more attention.
This was the original Pimp My Ride, Steve, right?
Oh, pretty cool. See how much he'll sell it to you for.
Oh my goodness.
Look at those antennas. Serious business.
I think he's added a few things since last year.
Oh, it's Powder Puff the Clown Club. The sidewalk sale.
And why don't cannibals eat clowns anymore?
Oh, you go.
Because they taste funny.
Someone told us that before.
Yeah, we got clown jokes tonight.
One cloud came in his bathtub.
Oh my gosh, it's motorized. He's got a Briggs & Stratton motor with his clawfoot tub, which he took the feet off.
And which he really can't fit in very well.
Wow, that's pretty cool. Now, we joke about this organization, but they're actually award-winning. They've been around since 1967, and they're the only all-women's clown club in the Midwest, so good for them. You're also going to see them at Forest Lake, North St. Paul, of course, Winter Carnival. If you need them to do some fundraising or visit nursing homes, they'll even do that. Uh-oh. They're coming to get us.
Uh-oh. What'd you do? Coming to get the camera, I'm thinking. This is the Ham Lake Fire Department up next here. It looks like probably some of the family members of
There
the
is a
department.
future firefighter.
The 2005 Ford F550 Super Crew, a 4-member crew, 4-wheel drive, all poly box with a 300-gallon tank and 30-gallon foam tank. Has a new compressed air foam system which injects air with foam and water for greater fire suppression capabilities.
That looks a lot like the new Coon Rapids truck.
Something, or like one of the rescue trucks.
Yeah.
Right behind that, we have the Northeast Bank, rather. It's an independently owned community bank with locations in Coon Rapids, Columbia Heights, and Northeast Minneapolis. Got lots of banks in the communities and credit unions and lots of places to get money.
I'm sure they wouldn't mind if you stopped in and said hello.
Probably not. Right behind that, Karen's favorite station, KDWB Radio, 101.3.
Woohoo!
We've been serving the Twin Cities area for over 40 years with top 40 contemporary
40 years,
hit
no
music.
way.
You should
Really?
remember.
Really?
Look
That
for
long?
KDWB this summer along getting the Twin Cities area with great prizes and music.
And they got a Hummer now. Boy, they're doing good.
Doing well. The ratings are going up, apparently. Have they finished their contest at Valley Fair yet?
Yes, they did.
They did? Did somebody, one person win?
I think there was a guy and a girl. I think it was the guy that won.
Oh, really? So they did. I think the last time they both gave them both cars because they were both on it for like 15 days. So I couldn't ride a roller coaster that many days.
No, that would kill me.
The Aqua Jesters are up next here. Got some more clowns.
Now, this group's been around for 59 years, Steve. Boy, they don't
Wow.
look it.
No?
They're all volunteers, men and women of all ages. So if you're even a younger person who thinks it might be fun, get involved. You can go to parades, hospitals, nonprofit events, and have fun just like these jesters are doing. They're always looking for new recruits. So if you're interested, give them a call.
I've always wanted to learn how to make those balloon animals.
The balloon animals.
That'd be cool.
That would be cool. You could entertain your children.
Yeah, it might be a bad thing to be blowing up balloons all day, every day.
A little lightheaded.
Yeah. I'm thinking this is some royalty from the Aquatennial, but do we know that for a fact? That is Susan King, yes, with the 2005 Aquatennial. She's the princess. And Eric Stieg, the 2005 Aquatennial captain. Of course, the Aquatennial coming up later this month, I believe. This runs July 15th through the 24th.
And it's the 66th annual.
Yeah,
wow.
And it features a triathlon, a block party, milk carton boat races. Those are always pretty cool to watch. And, of course, the Torchlight Parade and fireworks.
And behind them is the group for Kathy Tingelstad. She's our state representative here for parts of Coon Rapids. She's joined by her campaign volunteers and some family members. And as usual, she's walking and working the crowd.
Yeah, I'm wondering how our state reps and state senators are getting a warm welcome or not from a lot of the crowd members here at the 4th of July with state government partial shutdown starting today, and still no sign of any agreement at the state capitol.
And right behind them, it's the group from Mark Kennedy. Kennedy is running for U.S. Senate. And he is currently a congressman representing the 6th Congressional District, which actually is quite a large area. It goes from St. Cloud over to Woodbury. And this is the 13th time he's been in our parade, Steve.
All right, we're going to hang down to Langdon again, who's standing by with our mayor, Langdon.
Guys, I'm here with Mayor Tim Howe. Mayor,
Watch it.
Oh! That would be political suicide. Political homicide, actually. Mayor, what brings you out here today? Obviously the 4th of July parade, but what's your favorite thing about being mayor?
Well, first of all, we got a beautiful evening tonight, and this is one of the highlights of the year. It's this, and when we have different groups that come in to our meetings, our junior royalty or the queens that we have representing the city. So it's those events, getting to meet the different people in the city and the different groups that come in are really some of the highlights that I have.
Terrific. Mayor, thank you. Enjoy the holiday.
You bet.
Back to you.
Thanks, Langdon. Tim and his wife, Susan, the mayor and first lady of Coon Rapids.
The first lady.
The first lady.
Is that an official position? I'm not sure.
Well, this weekend it's official.
It's got to be. Got to provide a lot of support for the mayor, certainly. Looks like driving in some vehicles donated tonight from Coon Rapids Chrysler Plymouth Jeep. Candy! Oh, he thinks we're waving at him, Steve. Oh, he's going to throw it. There you go. Catch!
Oh, darn it. Dive for that. Right over the truck.
Yeah, exactly. Right behind the mayor, we have Ward 4 council member. We have Bruce Sanders first. We skipped one. We have, that's why I was right. Joe Sidoti, Ward 4, is right in front of him. You are currently looking at Bruce Sanders, Councilmember Ward 5. There's Joe Sidoti.
Oh, cute. They brought their dog.
Yeah.
That's great. That dog is a camera hound.
Yeah, no kidding. Right behind that, we have a group representing Melissa Hortman, I believe.
I saw Eric earlier. Told him to get my name right.
Hortman represents Northern Brooklyn Park and Southern Coon Rapids. She left her job at John's Auto Parts to work in St. Paul on our behalf as a state rep. Hi, she's taking our picture. I don't know why. Thank you.
This actually, I think, is the a group of DFLers here. Various members here that look like they're running for office. The first candidate is Andrew Scheck, a first-time progressive candidate in Legislative District 49B. He is working on running for state rep in 2006. Right behind him, we have Roger Johnson for Senate. Roger is looking to represent Coon Rapids and all of Andover and Ham Lake as the next state senator for District 49. He's actually riding in a restored 1972 Cadillac Eldorado.
Sweet!
Yeah, and actually pretty interesting. Paul and Sheila Wellstone were the last two to ride in this same parade just several years ago, so certainly has some meaning there. And right behind that we have John Hoffman for school board. He is currently on the school board. He was actually appointed to fill Denise Dietrich's seat when she went on to become state rep after winning that. His seat is up for re-election this fall.
And next it's Representative Denise Dietrich and her volunteers. As you mentioned, Denise is in her first year at the state capitol representing District 47A, which is all of Champlin and western parts of Coon Rapids where she resides.
Maybe it already passed us, but there was supposed to be a float with former Minnesota Transportation Commissioner Elwin Tinklenberg. He's the Democratic candidate for Congress for the 6th Congressional District in Minnesota. So he is out here as well. There's County Board Commissioner Dan Earhart, who represents part of Coon Rapids.
In a Rolls Royce? Wow.
I know, pretty cool.
That's wonderful. Way to go, Dan. And Kathy is his wife, by the way.
And Scott Ledoux is right behind him. Recently elected to the 5th District seat on the Anoka County Board. Riding in the golf cart right behind here. There we go.
He has to drive himself, apparently.
I guess. What the deal with that is. Coming up right behind those politicians, we have the Southwest Junior High Marching Band. The band is the combined talents of students from Southwest and Century Junior Highs in Forest Lake. They take you back to the 60s with Louie Louie and music from the musical Hair. We'll be able to hear them a little better here as they approach. Let's take a listen. There you go.
They sound really, really good.
Pretty cool. Right behind that, we have the Coon Rapids Collision, and they're actually announcing their early snowblower Toys for Tots kickoff. Hard to think snow already when it's so nice out, but this will be their second annual Toys for Tots drive. They're asking people to bring in a new Toys for Tots, or a new toy for Toys for Tots, and register to win a brand new $1,000 snowblower. They're going to hold that drawing December 19th. But enough thinking about snow. Let's think wellness.
Let's talk about the wellness van. This is a partnership between the Lions and Mercy Unity Hospital. It was started back in 1990. They do screenings of blood pressure, cholesterol, glucose, and complete health risk analysis. Questionnaires are free to the public. If you see this van out and about at community events, stop by and take that free risk analysis questionnaire.
Kind of ironic that the wellness van is throwing out candy?
No, it's not. Everything in moderation.
That's right. Very true. You'd think they'd throw out apples or, bananas. I don't know. Well, bananas might splat all over the pavement.
Probably not tonight when it's 80 degrees.
Yeah, very true.
Hey, there's a bike cop saying hello to the people, reminding them to stay back.
Yeah, but still having a good time. Of course, hundreds, if not thousands, of people lined up here in Coon Rapids along Northdale Boulevard and a couple surrounding streets for the 2005 Coon Rapids 4th of July Parade. We're glad you could join us at home if you missed the parade, and if you were out here and are watching it a second time, it's sometimes better the second time, isn't it? You see the stuff you missed when you were getting all that candy.
That's right. And there's so much going on this weekend, too, with, of course, the fireworks being the big one.
Yeah.
And like you said earlier, get there early.
That's probably the best advice anyone could give.
That's going to be your ticket, folks.
Or, some people don't even come down to the parks. They line up, in surrounding areas, and, you see them all over just trying to get a view. And, of course, probably trying to be able to get out of there pretty quick instead of getting stuck in traffic down here at the park.
That's true. If you come down, you'll be here a while.
Yeah, certainly. But people know that, and, of course, it's once a year, so kind of goes with the territory.
Yep. Coming up next, it's the Girl Scouts, and this is the Sand Creek Service Unit. Local kids getting out having fun with their group tonight. Oh, and they've got some candy. Do you think they can wing it up here? Folks, you are getting some great views at home, and that's because we've got a street full of cameras down here.
Yeah.
Covering the parade for us.
That crane camera is pretty cool. Always gives pretty good views. We're going to head down to Langdon now, who's standing by with some more guests.
Guys, I'm here with Corbin Washburn. We got the original boat from the movie Grumpier Old Men. How'd you come across that?
My father-in-law bought the boat quite a few years ago, right after the movie. He bought it from a guy that he knew and who made the boat for the movie.
And they actually fish in this in the movie. Do you fish out of it now, or do you just use it for display?
No, we just use it for display. Yeah.
Cool. Corbin, thank you.
You bet.
Enjoy the parade. Guys, back to you.
All right, thanks, Langdon. That's a pretty cool deal to have that here.
Mm-hmm.
And this is actually the Jensen's Foods float, or boat.
And you can see
Float your boat.
You can see it outside their store.
Yeah, which isn't too far from here. Right down on Northdale and Foley Boulevards. I don't think I ever did see that movie. Did you see it?
What? Steve. And you admit that?
I spend too much time at work.
Oh, my goodness.
We got K102 right behind there. Maybe I did. It's been a while.
I think you did.
I probably did. Okay, I did.
He did, folks. Trust
Just
me.
so
He
I didn't
did.
get in trouble. If I hadn't, I guess I will be seeing it in the next week.
And here's Steve's song.
This song, yeah. Yeah, not.
Oh, I mean Neil. Neil's our tractor expert.
Right.
Oh my gosh. Oh, that's a good clown. You missed it, folks. Oh, there it is. There it is. He mooned us.
Oh, man.
That's great.
He is on the toilet, if that gives you any indication.
Now, these are the folks from the Lino Lake Lionesses, so thanks to them for coming out. They got some cute outfits.
We got good old number 30. Bill Boom Boom Brown.
Former Minnesota Viking. And I am going to guess that that is a 1989 Corvette.
Did you look it up?
No, but mine's a 91 and it looks a lot like that, but
okay.
Not exactly.
So it's pretty close.
Yep.
You're probably right. Or close.
That's very close. And who's
Bromley
next?
Printing?
Bromley Printing?
Yes.
Bromley's also located in that Northdale Shopping Center on the corner of Northdale and Foley. Oh, Scott Bromley's in the front of the truck there, actually, and he's been that business owner since 1986. Him and his wife, Elizabeth.
We got the Fancy Dancing Group coming up next. One of the many dance schools in the area. Fancy Dancing Studio has been in Coon Rapids for 15 years. They've won many state and national first place awards in tap, jazz, lyrical, and clog. Summer classes and fall sign-up began in August. Fancy Dancing is located up Northdale in the Northdale Center right next to Bromley Printing, which we just saw. And actually, we taped one of their recent dance performances, and people will be able to catch that coming up in August right here on CTN.
You know, I forgot to mention, Steve, that Bromley Printing actually sponsored Bill Boom Boom Brown's presence here in the parade tonight. He was actually with the Vikings from 1962 to 1974, and he's ranked 30th in all-time rushing in the NFL. So
wow.
Thanks to him for coming out.
Pretty good. Got all the troops here and their...
Oh, that pink is a great color for this.
And their support, their parents. Takes a lot to do all those dances and all those costumes, I imagine.
Mm-hmm. Hey, boys and girls are in that group, so if you're interested, folks, sign them up. The kids love it. There's their support vehicle. A couple big coolers full of water, I bet.
Yeah, exactly.
And Langdon, let's check in with you. What are you up to?
Hey guys, I've got Hennepin County Attorney Amy Klobuchar. Amy, you're also a candidate for Senate. A little loud here. You're also a candidate for U.S. Senate. That has nothing to do with what I want to ask you.
Okay.
As a prosecutor, can you do anything about the guys over in St. Paul who shut down the government? What's their sentence?
I hate to say, but it's not a criminal offense, but I hope there's some common sense. They stop the bickering and we can get something done. In local government, we always have to make decisions, and I hope they can too.
Okay, one serious question before I let you go. Biggest problem in Hennepin County right now and what you're doing to deal with it?
We have had a dramatic crime decrease, particularly in the suburbs. We're starting to have some violence, gang violence, and we want to make sure we aggressively prosecute those cases because that can spread. We want to stop it at its roots.
Terrific. Amy,
Okay,
thank you.
it's great
Enjoy
to
the
be out
holiday.
here. No humidity.
I know, it's
wonderful.
great.
We're having a great time.
Thank you.
Thank you. It's good to be here.
Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Langdon.
Thanks, Langdon, of course. Amy Klobuchar, probably fairly familiar to folks. If you watch the news, she's on quite a bit. Interesting. Certainly everybody has an opinion on the whole situation in St. Paul.
Don't
like I
ask
said,
me
I'm
mine.
sure some of these politicians, you can't have an opinion.
Okay, folks, moving on. The Next Step Dance Academy is in the house. They are located 2 blocks north of 694 on Central Avenue. They're gold winners statewide. They invite you to visit their website at thenextstepdanceacademy.com. Find out more information. Thanks to them for coming out.
Lots of dance groups.
Dancing moms, jazz, tap, ballet, you name it, they got it. And next, it's the folks from Keller Williams Classic Realty.
Looks like they have a home on the back there.
And they're building a new home in Coon Rapids.
Yeah, right off Highway 10. They are in their second year with 110 plus agents, and they're growing. They're on target to become the 4th largest real estate firm with currently over 44,000 agents nationwide.
Future realtor.
You almost did it.
Got it.
Hey, she took my candy. That was coming for me.
Oh, sorry. I intercepted it.
Back to some serious stuff here. We got the Coon Rapids dance team coming up here. The 2005-2006 Coon Rapids dance team is made up of 56 varsity and junior varsity dancers. The captains are Jenna
Allison.
Thank you. Oh, yeah, there's a pronouncer right next to it. And Allison Manley. They'll host a mini Cardette clinic and dance show in October. They're all looking forward to a fantastic year, which, before you know it, school will be upon us again, which is hard to believe, seeing it just got over, but I'm sure they're all gearing up for their next season of dance competitions.
Absolutely, and they have a lot of fun doing it, looks like.
Yep.
We apologize to our captains if we mispronounce their names. Call our station and let us know the correct way to say it, okay? Do that for us, please.
All right.
Uh-oh. We're getting ethnic again with the Sons of Norway.
Okay.
They are out of the Anoka area. They've been in existence for over 100 years. Anybody can join this group. You just have to be interested in Nordic heritage and culture. You know, I need a pronouncer on this other word here too, Steve. Circle of Friends. What is that word? Venakretsen?
Kretsen, yeah.
Venakretsen. Circle of Friends in Norwegian. That's what we're all about. So join the fun. They meet monthly. It's the second Monday over at Zion Lutheran in Anoka.
Coming up next, we have the Coon Rapids Girls Hockey Group, ages 6 to 15. There's 74 girls in the program for this past 04-05 season. Looks like we got some royalty coming up next. This is the New Brighton Stockyard Days.
Stockyard Days in New Brighton. Actually, the Stockyards date back to 1889, Steve. Of course, they're no longer in existence, but they certainly contributed to New Brighton's history. And look at that Corvette. Ooh, yeah.
Pretty cool.
I can't even guess that. I can't even guess that car. Let me see. I'm going to say 74.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm going to hold you to
Call
that.
my station here, folks, and let me know if I'm wrong. Please do. We want to
just
hear
better
from
get you a phone because you're getting a lot of calls. We got the K-Fan folks right behind that.
They have a stretch limo pickup truck.
Of course, I believe they're one of the Vikings stations. Yes, the radio home for the Vikings football team. There's been a lot of excitement recently in Anoka County.
Have you ever been to
the stadium?
The K-Fan restaurant in Roseville? It's really neat. It's pretty good food. You should try it. It's neat.
I've seen it. I haven't been in it.
TVs everywhere, of course.
Imagine that. We got some familiar folks coming up next. The Vulcan crew.
They can't reach us to mark us with their V's.
Do they still do that?
Uh-oh. Looks like they've decided to
They can dance.
choreograph
Yeah.
their performance tonight. That's got to be kind of warm with those suits and the hats. They're on fire, baby. Is that Miss Klondike Cake coming up with them?
It could be. You are correct.
And you're going to see a lot more of these folks at Winter Carnival. And I'm sure they'll be at the other neighboring parades throughout the summer. Oh, they are marking people. There you go.
That's still legal.
Okay.
Just no touching.
Ooh, he looks good.
A little face painting.
That's great they came out. It looks like they're having fun, fun, fun. And Paula Behrens is the 2005 Klondike Cake. Congratulations to her. She is going to have a fun year.
Coming up next, we have the TGR Copy Center.
And they offer UPS shipping.
Go, Karen. Can you get it?
Oh,
you missed.
short. Thank you.
Now you're ready for Mardi Gras. We got New Brighton here.
We do.
Okay, we said they
All
were
right,
earlier, but
let's
this is
back
the
up
real.
a notch or two here,
This is
Steve.
the real New Brighton. This looks a little more familiar. These are the folks from New Brighton.
That's great. Thanks for coming out, ladies.
Their celebration is August 7th through the 14th over in New Brighton.
And they always have a huge parade, too. I usually go to that one.
That's pretty cool.
And we apologize to that earlier group. We are told they are the Rice Street royalty, so thanks to them for coming out as well.
What do we got going here?
More royalties, Steve. And they look official, don't they?
They certainly do.
Of course, they're from Winter Carnival. Steve Schmidt is our Boreas Rex, and Jill Andreessen is Queen of the Snows.
And we have some more right behind that.
Marcus Wyant is Prince of the North Wind, and boy, does he have a snazzy outfit. Oh, look at that beautiful, I was going to say Cadillac Eldorado, but let's talk about the people inside of it, Steve.
Right. It's a Winter Carnival royal family. Some more members here. Some guy from the Wild West.
Many titles associated with Winter Carnival, and this lady, Jennifer, is the East Wind Princess.
Stackowisk is her last name, it looks like.
All right, here comes some more. That's
What's
Roger
with the green,
Cruz.
What's with the green beads? Do you know the answer to that question?
No, good question. Now, I'm going to take a guess and say this is the South Wind Prince and Princess, and that would be Jeff Berkey and Holly Dom.
Okay.
What do you think, Steve? Beads or candy? Which is
Well,
better?
people are really taking after the beads, so
Yeah.
combination of both.
That way you can have a lasting souvenir.
Right, right.
And we've got the folks from Foley coming up next.
This is the Foley Fun Days royalty. Do we even know where we are?
They would be number 66 on our list.
There you go.
Foley is just past us on Highway 10, probably 40 miles. And that's wonderful. They came down to be part of our parade. Thanks for coming, ladies.
Up next, we have a truly trashy unit. Our friends from Ace Solid Waste. Gotta love them.
Locally owned and operated.
Gotta get rid of your junk.
That's right.
It's a job somebody's gotta do.
And they are celebrating their 50th anniversary, 50 years of service.
Wow.
Congratulations. And today, Eric Larson is driving, and he's been with them for 5 years.
I didn't know they had horns that loud. I never hear that when they come by.
Yeah.
Maybe if you get in their way.
You don't want to get in the way.
Up next, we have the North Hudson Pepper Festival royalty. King Dave and Queen Katie sit on Pepper thrones surrounded by Princesses Gwen, Ashton, and Amanda. The float is decorated in the colors of the Italian flag, green, white, and red, in keeping with the Italian heritage and traditions that helped to create this festival many years ago. This group loves to entertain, so you may just see them do a little dance, too. You can kind of see it down there.
Another community that began their celebrations back in the 50s. And they did it to raise money, and now they're just doing it for fun. Okay, you know what? Dave Johnson is the king, and he is 55 years old today. So happy birthday to him.
Wow.
We got the Queen, Katie Michaels. Princesses are Gwen DeRochier, Ashton Hannock, and Amanda Johnson. Thanks to them for coming out. And, of course, their support vehicle and all their helpers.
They should be playing Happy Birthday.
For 2 miles.
Where's the cake?
Yeah. Oh, they got bubble makers, though.
That's pretty cool.
You know, I think that's better than the elbow wrist elbow wrist, don't you?
Yeah.
They're hot peppers, boy.
Up next, we have the Anoka County Sheriff, Bruce Anderson, and I imagine his wife. The office of the sheriff was established over, okay, this one beats everyone else, 1,300 years ago.
Not our sheriff's office, just in general. Steve.
1857, rather. There was an extra zero, I'm thinking. All right. Since that time, 16 sheriffs have served Anoka County.
You know, I got a place in East Bethel, and I see the sheriff's department quite often, and it's great. They're water patrols, deputies in the neighborhoods.
I imagine, seeing they don't have a police department out there, that they are served by the Anoka County
That's
Sheriff's
right. We contract
Department.
with them, and we see them all the time, so it's great.
Looks like we got McGruff aboard the boat there. One of those water patrol boats that I'm sure is going to be out there this weekend patrolling our lakes.
And there's Vern. I forgot his last name. What's his last name? Hi, Sheriff. Good. Oh, you brought your dog. Cool. He didn't want to stay home, so he had to bring the dog.
All right. You know, the dogs want to go where the people go.
Oh, that's great. Oh, no pre-recorded music here. They're going to sing their way through the parade.
All right.
It is. It's Olive Branch Lutheran Church. They're going to have a preschool open house if you're looking for that. July 20th, 6:30 to 8 p.m.
Lots of preschool groups in the area, too.
We're having a baby boom.
Smile, you missed your picture.
Did I? Is that Farmer?
It's our fire chief over there
Oh.
taking our photographs.
Okay. Now we're official. It's the Accordion Fun Club, Steve.
All
You
right.
got your dancing shoes on?
I do. You know accordion's my favorite kind of music.
I do. But you know what? These guys are all amateurs, but they sound like professionals.
Got to give them credit.
And you know what? They're willing to entertain at your facility free of charge. All they ask for is a little good food. Go
Hey.
along with that.
That's not too bad of an exchange.
Not too much to ask,
No.
right? Of course, they're looking for new members, so if you've got a desire to play the accordion, join them. According to this, their oldest member is 80 years young.
What's their youngest member?
35.
Is that a fact?
Yep.
So obviously a range in age and interest in playing accordions. It's like a lot of different accordions too, different styles. We got McGruff the Crime Dog here. It's the Coon Rapids Crime Prevention Unit is what we got here. Crime Prevention Specialist Lori Ebel is sitting in that van. Pearson Nut Rolls gave them the candy to pass out here. And I was told by Lori herself that some dog was riding in her vehicle.
Some dog?
Caesar.
Caesar
the pug. See if you see him.
He's in her lap.
Unless
Yep,
she was
I
talking
see him.
about McGruff.
She's
I'm not
holding
sure.
him in her lap.
Okay.
Cute little thing. And I'm sure Lori's looking forward to National Night Out. Won't be long now.
No, yeah, and certainly if people are interested in getting involved, they can register by contacting the police department. National Night Out is Tuesday, August 2nd, so get out and join your neighbors in the fight against crime. Up next, we have Presbyterian Church of the Master. I'm sorry, Cornerstone Church of Blaine, rather. Driving their van. Right behind that, we have the Cambridge Ambassadors.
CornerstoneChurchofBlaine.com if you want more information on their group. And Cambridge, our neighbors to the north. Thanks to them for coming down.
All right, we're going to head down to Langdon now, who is riding a fire truck, it looks like.
Yeah, this is pretty cool, guys. I've got Captain Brett Gageby, and Captain, tell us a little bit about this truck. Pretty unique vehicle.
Yeah, it's a 1940 GMC. It's the first fire engine the city of Coon Rapids ever had. They got rid of it in the mid-'70s. We picked it up again probably around 2000 and refurbished it for our 50th anniversary, which is in 2003.
And what's the total cost to do something like that? I got to imagine it's pretty prohibitive.
Yeah, it was a lot of money, but we got a lot of donations from the citizens and the businesses in the city of Coon Rapids, and we had some businesses donate some labor for us and stuff, but we probably got, I would say, somewhere around $40,000 into this truck.
It really did become sort of a rallying point for the community too, didn't it?
Yes, it did. It was a lot of fun for our 50th anniversary because that coincided with our 50th carnival here, so it was a lot of fun for everybody.
Terrific. Captain, thank you. Enjoy the 4th of July.
Thank you very much.
Guys, back upstairs to you.
Thanks, Langdon.
Thanks.
Brett.
And they did a wonderful job restoring that engine. It looks brand new.
And thanks to everybody who donated.
Right behind that, a vehicle I haven't seen. Maybe this was the new vehicle, the Hazardous Materials Chemical Assessment Team. I believe this is the new North Metro CAT team, the vehicle they're using in Anoka County that I imagine responds to any chemical emergency. It helps with that. And there we got Joy from the front desk. If you call City Hall, that's the lady you get right in the white there. So be nice to her.
Yeah.
Lots of families from the fire department riding in these units. Of course, one of the rescue trucks right behind that.
And with this many vehicles like this in a row, it must mean the end of the parade.
I know.
Steve?
You think they're going to trick us some year and put something else at the end. This usually signals we are nearing the end. And it is a noisy end to the parade. All those sirens. There's one of the fire engines right there, and we got another, the largest fire truck right behind that to round out the back of the parade. And that truck means some business too. Big ladder truck to get up high. In fact, I think they call that truck the bad boy. Or big boy, one of the two was its license plate.
Hi there.
And right behind that, we have members from the Coon Rapids Police Department rounding out the parade, clearing the path at the back of the parade. And that's it. People are already starting to leave.
The sun is setting. The engines have gone, and
a little over an hour. Not too long. Seemed like there was more than 70 some units, but usually we have about 100 or more. So quite a few units here participating in this year's 4th of July parade, which was like every other year, pretty wonderful.
And I imagine about 100% of them are saying, yeah, thanks to the weather.
Yeah.
No humidity. It was really nice.
And no rain.
Great evening.
No rain at all.
Wonderful.
And I haven't felt bugs either.
Don't say that.
Because you know they're going to come out now.
Oh, there's one.
Thanks.
Had to do it. Did you see what I got here, Steve?
Look at this. This is the collection you get when you're
See,
up here.
when you're a good catch, when you can go like this and catch it out
when
in
you stick
midair.
it out in front of here.
See, I
Don't
got it.
forget your beads.
I've been to these parades before.
Pretty fancy. You know how to do it.
You know, and I was looking in our notes. This is actually the 13th year for this parade, so it's getting quite a following.
I was thinking 10, but wow, 13.
I knew it was more than 10,
Wow.
yeah. But I see it's officially 13.
Yeah, wow, okay. Well, that is will bring us to the end of this parade. Of course, the 4th of July celebration continues here at Sand Creek Park for the remainder of this weekend through the 4th of July. Let's take a look at some of the other events going on this weekend if we can. On Saturday, July 2nd, Youth First is sponsoring a skate jam at 11 a.m. and at 7 p.m., or the Midway opens at 1. At 7, there's a free outdoor concert featuring the Kurt Jorgensen Band. On Sunday, the Midway opens at 1. Also at 1, there's a free kids concert featuring the Sticks and Tones Band. 3 teen bands will perform later in the afternoon. And at 7 p.m., the Banjo Bandits put on a free concert. And on the final day of the celebration, Monday, July 4th, the Midway opens at noon. The Killer Hayseeds perform at 6 p.m. And, of course, we could forget the huge fireworks display blasting off at 10 p.m. at Sand Creek Park. So be sure to arrive early if you're getting a good seat. Let's head back down to Langdon now, who's been with us all night on the sidelines talking to folks in different units in the parade. Langdon, what did you think?
Guys, this was a terrific time. What a great group of people out here. You know, the times when I wasn't talking to you and the people at home, I was talking to people on the street here and talking to people riding in the parade. What a terrific time. What a great bunch of people. And it was just a blast. This was my first one of these, and hopefully I'll definitely be back.
I was going to say, you coming back next year?
Let's hope so. Hey, why not?
Well, we certainly couldn't have asked for better weather tonight.
No, it was fantastic. I'm actually worried I'll get the sunburn, the half-arm sunburn. That's my favorite.
How much candy did you get?
You know, I didn't get any. I didn't have a chance. All the kids stole it from me. Plus, who would I be to take it
Karen
from some 3-year-old
promises to
kids,
share.
right?
No, I
We got
don't.
some really good gum.
Oh, they made
Here
it all
you
the way
go.
up there to you.
I think I stepped on this before when I stood up, so we'll save
I
this
definitely
one.
stepped in some, yeah.
We'll
I'm not
save
taking
this
any
one
of that
for
home.
you.
Thanks,
All
guys.
right. Well, thanks for being here tonight with us. We do appreciate you on the sidelines there, and that's going to bring us to end of the coverage here on CTN. Thank you at home for watching. Have a very safe and happy 4th of July weekend, and we'll look for you back here again next year, right?
That's right.
It's going to be the 14th next year.
It will be, and we're going to remember that, aren't
All
we?
right, we are. Have a great weekend. We'll see you next year.
Bye-bye.